Good morning everyone. Today I will be taking about one of the most important concepts in Java programming, objects. Objects are the building blocks of Java applications and understanding them is key to mastering object-oriented programming. What is a Java object? At its core, a Java object is an instance of a class. It bundles together both data, also called state, and methods, which define its behavior. Think of it like a self-contained unit that knows things about itself and can perform actions. Key object-oriented programming concepts: encapsulation, abstraction, modularity. Java Object supports three essential principles of object-oriented programming. Encapsulation: building data and methods inside one unit. Abstraction: hiding unnecessary details and showing only the essentials. Modularity: breaking a complex system into smaller, manageable objects. These principles make code easier to maintain and scale. Classes. A class is the blueprint of creating objects. For example, this car class defines attributes like make, model, year, and behaviors like start and stop. Whenever we create a new car object, it will have these properties and actions. Autonomy of an object. Every object has three key characteristics. State: the data it holds, like color or speed. Behavior: the action it can perform, like accelerate or brake. Identity: a unique reference that distinguishes it for other objects. These three together define how objects exist and interact in a program. Objects lifecycle. Objects in Java follow a lifecycle. Creation: using the new keyword, memory is allocated and a constructor is called. Usage: the object stores data in its fields and performs actions through methods. Destruction: when no longer referenced, the object is removed automatically by Java's garbage collector. This lifecycle ensures efficient memory usage and smooth program execution. Here is a practical example. Instance the object, set its attributes like make, model, and year, call its method start, and finally access its state to display information. This shows how objects bring code to life with real functionality. Best practices. To wrap up, here are some best practices. Keep classes focused. Each class should do one well defined job. Favor composition over inheritance. Build functionality by combining objects instead of relying only one inheritance. Encapsulate data. Keep fields private and use getters and setters for controlled access. By following these principles, you can build clean, robust, and scalable applications. In summary, Java objects represent real-world entities in code. They have state, behavior, and identity. Understanding objects is the first step towards mastering object-oriented programming and writing efficient, manageable Java applications. Thank you.